Hey there! Today I'm going to show you how to get more use out of YouTube. I know you probably don't think it's a good idea to use YouTube in the classroom, but you'd be surprised on the good stuff that you can find, especially the educational content that people upload in different organizations. So I'm going to take you through a tour of the things that I've learned about YouTube that I think are really helpful and it's really worth your time. I'm going to go kind of fast, but I know you can hang in there. So hopefully you pick out a couple of good things from this. First things first, gotta sign in. Use your CHA email and your password to sign in, and then if you've used YouTube before, you might see some of your subscriptions here. And also some channels that YouTube thinks that you might like. So the first thing that I think is worth looking at are playlists. Playlists are basically a grouping of videos that you feel like match or work together for some purpose. Here is here's chapel exit music. This is music that I find on YouTube, and yes, you can listen to music on YouTube that I like and I feel like works well for chapel when people are coming in or leaving. The nice thing about this is that I can choose the order of this. I could play all and just have it just going the whole time. And I can also share this playlist with students so that way they can, for instance in Sound and Lights, they can play this if I'm not there. Also about the playlist settings, you can actually change this to public, unlisted, or private. Let me go through these settings. Public means anyone can find it, anyone can use it, view it, whatever. Unlisted is nice. Unlisted means that in order to view the video, people with the link have to have it. To get that link is right here, up at the top. Without the link, people can't find it. You can also choose it to be private, as in no one else can see it but you. That's not really helpful, but public or unlisted are usually the ones to use. You also notice this thing ordering here. You can manually order the videos, or you can choose the different criteria for ordering it. One thing that's interesting is this, auto add. I've never really played with this before, but I set up one and it hasn't taken enough time yet to work, but it's here, and I've just done like just one to figure out really and see what this does. So to do this, you need to create a new playlist. Let's do that first. Let's go to our channel, to playlists. To do that, sorry, I just clicked over here to YouTube, and you can click this little bar that shows up on the side. Go to playlists, and up here it says new playlist. Click it, title it something, and now you can start adding videos to this by clicking here, add video. You can choose to add videos that you've uploaded by URL or by searching within YouTube. You can also, like I was saying, click on playlist settings, go to auto add, and now you can define rules. And this is basically, it means that new videos as per July 14th at 12:58, any video that has the word school in it, and I could be more specific with a tag, or rather description, and we could say private, or let's say soccer. And I could add another thing, tag, and I could say Japan. So now this playlist will start searching for videos that the title has school, the description contains the word soccer, at least the word soccer, and it has the tag Japan. This is pretty specific. I'm not really going to find a lot of stuff. So maybe I want to find soccer, so videos with the word soccer, and then maybe a tag of Japan in it. And even that might be hard. So what I suggest doing is what I've done here already. I made this All Things Apple, and I'll go back to this one. Tags are what a lot of people use to identify their videos with keywords or phrases that makes it, defines what it is. Kind of like an adjective. So a tag for me is Apple. I could even change it to be iPhone 6 if I want to look for new videos about iPhone 6 that people are uploading. Or I could change it to be CNN. I could change it to be NPR. I could have multiple tags. For instance, NPR, and I could have Gaza if you're doing social studies. If you're doing a science class, you could have a tag be NASA. And you could have a tag be satellite to look at the newest information coming up, and then you would save. And in this way, you never have to search for videos. You can, and you can add them to the playlist. But really, what this is going to do is it's going to populate new videos with these tags, with these settings for you. It's pretty cool. One thing I like about these playlists is that you can use them for, visual examples. For instance, when I'm talking about doing, in my music theory class, if I'm talking about polyrhythms, I can use a video to explain a lot quicker than I can with, say, just explaining with words. For instance, this video is pretty great. This is showing playing 4 beats and 3 beats at the same time. You get the idea. And there are lots of different ones that I've found that I feel like work really well, and I have them here. I can take this playlist, and now I could actually share the whole thing if I want to. I could share it through all these services. I could email it to students, or I could embed it into a website that I've made, or a blog posting. Subscriptions can be really, really beneficial, depending on what you subscribe to, of course. You can find a lot of really good content, but it's up to you. And I mentioned before, maybe some subscriptions that might be good, or you could look up education. Google has a lot of information on new things that are coming out, and lots of people posting interesting videos. If you're looking just for a couple of interesting ones to look at, I highly suggest TED. TED Youth and just plain old TED Talks. TED Talks are great, and there's lots of different ones. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're weird, but they're always interesting. And you can subscribe right here on the channel by clicking subscribe. I'm surprised I'm not already subscribed. And here's my new subscription. The nice thing about this is that when I click on the side, it brings me right to the page once my computer is done refreshing. So now from here, I'm looking at, where did it go? Here we go, TED. So when I click on the subscription, it brings me to the channel. It brings me to new videos that they've uploaded, new playlists that they've made, things like that. It's really useful. One other thing about the main page that's helpful is going into more popular things like these suggestions. So once you start populating subscriptions based on what you're interested in, you're going to get a lot of really interesting subscriptions that might be useful to you when you're trying to explain concepts like ancient Egypt. Or if you're teaching Bible, these really short videos are really nice. One thing you must remember when you're going to be using YouTube in the classroom is that you want to make sure that you watch the video first. It could be a video that's about carbon, something simple, but you want to make sure that you're watching a video before you show it to students, because you never know what's going to be there. It's just better to be on the safe side. let's click one of these. I'm going to watch this video.
Hi there, my name is John Green, and this is
John.
Crash Course World History. Today we're going to talk about...
Thanks, buddy. So, there are lots of different ones here in the series. I can do a couple of different things here. I can share this video, I can add it to a playlist, and if I don't have a playlist, I can enter a new one here, and it can be all about ancient Egypt, which is nice. One thing you notice that I have here is this, and you probably don't have this option. That's because I'm using Google Chrome, but you can download videos from YouTube. It is possible. Now, if you're using it for classroom, if you're using it for educational purposes, I think it's okay. If you're using it and trying to sell it and make money off it or re-upload it as your own video, that's stealing, and I think you know better. But let me show you a website that I use to download videos. A reason for downloading a video, like this one, that's 11 minutes long, is if I put my computer to sleep, it has to reload the video when it gets a new internet connection. And that can be a little bit frustrating, especially when you're ready to show a video to your class and they're waiting for your video to refresh. So I highly suggest downloading videos. So there's my spiel. So you can look for if you're using Google Chrome, you can look for a extension. I use Clip Converter, and I also use, where is it? Oh, I think it's just Clip Converter. You can also use Clip Converter online. I'm going to search for it. And everything is used on the site. It's pretty nice. So, first thing to do is you copy the URL, paste it here, and you click continue. And
Hi there, my name is...
Yep, that's the video. So it's checking to make sure everything is okay. And then once it's done checking, you can choose the format. You can choose it as an audio format, which all three of these ones are. It has the little notes right here. So it identifies it as audio. And then there's video with audio. You want to choose something. If you leave it unchecked, you're not going to be able to do anything because it says you're just going to be downloading the video as per this. So let's choose an MOV. This is the most popular one. It's the easiest to use, and especially for Macintosh computers since it's Apple QuickTime. I prefer going bigger. Having higher definition means it doesn't look as pixelated and looks nicer. Then after this is done, you can choose to convert from specific play times or until the end, from the start to the end. And that's what I like. Once you click start, it'll take a little bit of time, but you'll see here that it's going to convert it. And then once it's done downloading, it'll be saved in your downloads folder. Then you can open it up using QuickTime later on. So I hope this has been helpful for you on learning how to get a better grip of using YouTube for your classroom better. Thanks.